Got a call today as the customer had a couple of sockets and their oven and hob had stopped working, but yet the rest of the ground floor seemed to still be okay, so they were a bit concerned as to what the problem was. So I checked the consumer unit and indeed no breakers had gone, although there was a tiny bit of work there with additional breakers. First thought was a loose connection in the board though, so I went in there and checked all the connections and screws right the way through, and it was all good in the unit, albeit a bit untidy, but otherwise all okay. So next thing was to move on to the accessories themselves. I did it in line just as a logical pattern and took off the first socket and then moved along. The first one I checked had ridiculously loose connections, so when I tightened them straight away, the socket I had the Martindale plugged in the kitchen came straight back on. Seemed like an easy fix, but I wanted to be sure it wasn't anything more sinister as well, so I also checked both isolators and the other socket and had a little look around as well just to make sure, but they also had loose connections as well, so I made sure I was pretty thorough in how I re-terminated them all. Not really related to the fix, but I can't stand it when sockets look like that, especially when they're polished chrome, so I had to have a little tidy up of those as well. I'd obviously turned the power off to do all the adjustments, so once I re-energised and turned it back on, everything came on properly, including the oven. Checked all the sockets and then got the tester out as well and had a run through with that just to check voltages and did a couple of ZS readings as well just to make sure they were okay. Once I was happy I checked everything else, I even tried the oven out as well just to make sure there was nothing wrong with that. Even reset the clock while I was there as well. But that was that. After that it was just time to clean up and pack up and talk to the customer. Very happy as they didn't need a new oven now. That was it for another call out. Follow us for more.